Good evening and assalamu alaikum. You're watching Dumb Football Reviews. I'll start with the intro of the 2 day story of so-called the European Super League, uh, led by Florentino Perez, the president of Real Madrid. So I'll give a small intro about how the league was proposed to be structured and how it was announced. The 12 big clubs, including the top six, the big six of Premier League, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, and from Serie A, Juventus, Inter Milan, and AC Milan were the finalized part of the group, whereas three more teams were more to be added into the 15 team competition, but it was later to be proposed as a 20 team competition, which will have a proper promotional round two to get into the European Super League, and a lot of money, a lot of investment. Obviously, naming the clubs, we expected that this was whole a game of money, the power of money.
According to the UEFA president and the UEFA representatives, they are so disappointed and they are saying that they were actually having the snakes in their management for last some years. As Wenger said 10 years ago that the richest clubs are planning to have a European league because they are not happy with the distribution the level of distribution of money they are UEFA is earning, and they are not distributing the money equally to all the clubs, especially who are winning and who are playing semi-finals and who are runner-ups. So they are planning, because they are in huge debt, so they are planning the another European Super League. Despite this prediction from Wenger 10 years ago, UEFA were not concerned about this prediction, and they all are having the biggest names in their management who are planning this. Very hiddenly, and nobody knew about this, not a fan. No, there are a lot of football agents around the world, but no one knew about that, and suddenly they just blasted the bomb of this news, and everyone on the football world is so disappointed, especially the fans. All the biggest clubs right now are in the middle of the red line, because the football fans are pulling them back to the previous football pattern, and they are looking for the new pattern because of the fact that the new pattern of football, the European Super League, are so attractive that even if you are participating in the European Super League, you will be earning 335 to 350 millions per year without winning the league, and the winner will be earning 500 million. That means a lot of money, because of when you are winning the UEFA Champions League, you will be hardly earning the 80 million euros or 80 million dollars. Which is not even enough to buy a single player right now in the inflated market. We all know that, and after this huge issues from the pandemic we all are having in the world right now, this is so crucial that the clubs are looking for the money matter issues, that from where we can make a lot of money. So Perez is having a huge dominance right now in the football world. We all know for last some years that he have lots of influence in many departments of football, but now it's clear and it's visible to everyone that how dominant he is, and he is so his arrogance is so clear in his statements that he is telling the world that if like UEFA is saying that all the players who will be participating in this league will be banned to play Euro, will be banned to play World Cup, will be banned to play the domestic leagues, will be banned to play UEFA Champions League. And on other hand, despite having a fear of this ban, Perez is giving a statement like, if they will ban us, we will make our own World Cup, we will make our own Euro. They do not have any capability to ban our domestic leagues, they do not have any capability to ban our UEFA Champions League, they cannot ban us. After this huge issues created from the Perez and the European Super League right now, many of the football players and the management and their managers are giving, especially the Ronaldo and Messi, haven't given any statement regarding European Super League, but most of the players are showing their opinion on Twitter, on their Instagram, especially Rashford and Maguire having a meeting with their management. Zidane today in the press conference said that I have my own opinion, but that doesn't matter right now. And UEFA just given a deadline that all the teams still have a time to think about it, and they can take a U-turn, and still they have time. So I think UEFA is showing a little flexibility for all the teams right now, because definitely we all know the fact that because of the brands like Messi, Ronaldo, Barcelona, Real Madrid, they are the brands. They are pulling lots of sponsors to UEFA, and UEFA is earning a lot because of them. And we know if they ban these teams, this is a tug of war. If any of the team will lose the war, will lose the tug, then definitely the other will fall. So it will not be a win-win situation for any team. If your European Super League is started, I don't think that, according to my opinion, that it will be a huge benefit for the other teams, because I'm a Chelsea fan, and just go on to give an instance right now that Chelsea will be playing semi-final against Real Madrid for the first time after 1998. That means for last 23 years, Chelsea and Real Madrid haven't faced each other in any competition. So this is the beauty of football. This is the beauty of UEFA Champions League, that the UEFA make this team to face each other by lucky draws, and all the fans around the world always want not just to want the just to watch the match, but they also watch the draws because of the excitement these draws creates. So what European Super League will give us, they will definitely give us a lots of money, which help all the clubs like Manchester United. We all know Manchester United, Barcelona, they are in huge debt. They cannot purchase, they cannot buy the players they want in the summer. We have seen for the last many years that the players Man United want, that the players Barcelona want, they all get inflated because of their interest, and they do not have the lots of money they are getting. So they are, just because of the lack of money, just because of the lack of cash, they do not want any player at the end of the transfer. So European Super League will create something like excitement for the people who really want to see the football so much. But if what Perez is saying right now, that if football gets boring for the new people who are watching football and thinks that 90 minutes of the football is boring, then we will minimize the time to 70 minutes or 60 minutes. So you will be watching maybe a T20 format of football, which consists of 60 to 70 minutes. Definitely after VAR, the video assisting referee, this is the second disaster thing coming to football and to all football fans. A huge disaster for me, according to my opinion. The current football world, the current football pattern is beautiful, is exciting. Definitely UEFA must think about the money distribution, the fund distribution that should be increased. The UEFA Champions League winner team must get a better amount of money, equally to the semi-finalists, equal to the runners-ups, and equal to the Europa winners, because we all know the fact that the team who play the Europa leagues and win the Europa league hardly earn 10 to 11 million dollars or euros. So it's all end up to money, and I don't think that if money matters, the beauty of football sustain.
So Omar and me made these video separately, so we might repeat the points or our reviews regarding the situation right now. So I'll start with the news of the day, that is Manchester City, Chelsea, Liverpool and Atletico Madrid and Barcelona have already put out the request, are in progress to put up a statement, put up a request to withdraw from this European Super League. That is why I called it a 2-day story, 2-day league, because most probably it will end sooner or later, and this was never bound to happen. I guess being a football fan, I've been watching football for around now 16 to 17 years now, and I never saw this becoming a reality. Although it was strongly proposed by the top biggest owners in the European football, in the world of football. The system that has been running in the world of football, especially the European football, for around now a couple of decades, what was proposed 2 days ago by the top biggest clubs in the Europe was quite shocking, was quite devastating, was quite heartbreaking for all the football fans, because this is a game, this is a competition. The word competition comes to mind when you play with the competency, you fight for the position, you fight for the place, you fight for the next round, deserving a position. Each and every year you'll find underdogs, you'll find newcomers, you'll find you'll find the legends of the tournaments that are consistently winning the game. But the league that was being proposed showed how small, how narrow level of competency that has been opted by these owners, seeing the teams each and every year, including the big six of Premier League, so-called big six now, because a couple of teams now are not even capable of reaching to the quarters or semis of the UCL. Even now, including I'd mention my own team, Manchester United, that did not qualify through the group stages of Champions League. Did they ever deserve playing week in week out to the biggest European giants of the football? Arsenal, who drew to Fulham on the weekend. Liverpool, who drew to Leeds United, who have just been promoted last year. Such scenarios, such abilities, such deserving term that I would like to use for these clubs, they do not deserve it. The word competition comes to the mind when you're talking about this level. You have to fight for it each and every year. The level of excitement was there in the draws. The level of excitement was there in the surprising results each and every year. Leicester City was the biggest example of the recent years, who won the league and then went to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. What a campaign these clubs are having right now. Leeds United being promoted to the Premier League, and now they are in the top 10 of the Premier League. Having said that, I would like to mention the most important clubs, Manchester United and Liverpool. Being a Premier League fan, more of a Premier League fan, I would like to mention the club's dignity, the club's worth was in the fans. The club's worth was in those mediocre working people who around 100 years ago built the club. These clubs were not built by the billionaires. These owners just came a decade ago who do not know the worthy of this game, know the worthy of the stadiums, the players, this beautiful competition, the league that has been set up, that has been built by around 100 years ago, and they were ready to break it in a week. They were ready to break it in a month due to by using their power, by using their money, and that was not acceptable at any level, whether it's the media, whether it's the social media, whether it's the players, whether it's the pundits, whether it's the legends, whether the managers who were not being even considered as a part of the discussion to their consent was not taken. So this shows how money has taken over this game. The charm of the game, the loyalty, the dignity of this game has been lost, irrelative of what's happening. Money has taken over. The response was very emotional and very overwhelming to see, and this shows how strong this game is, how strong the people is, and how united this game has made people all around the world, regardless of the religion, regardless of the color, regardless of the country, wherever we are living. The response all around the world showed how strong this game is, and I'm very proud to say that I'm very thankful even to the the actions that have been taken. This shows that a couple of clubs in this league were forced to just go with the flow, just go with the biggest owners, because this showed that when they did not intend to be fully part of this league, and so as soon as the rage started to happen, they pull out. They are now processing. Juventus's owner Agnelli has resigned from his position. Ed Woodward has resigned from his position. All these news are confirmed. Chelsea has processed to pull out from the league. Manchester City has processed to pull out from the league. Barcelona has processed to pull out from the league. Atletico is also reported to pull out from the league. So a big drama for the 2 days, and I guess a few upcoming days too, because we never saw players sacrificing their careers, sacrificing UEFA, sacrificing domestic league, sacrificing their own nation's league, national teams for just money. I never saw it coming. So kudos to football fans. Thanks to all the pundits, thanks to all the legends, thanks to all the players, social media, Amazon, who pulled out at the last minute not to be part of this league, and made it happen. And see you in the next video. Comment, like and subscribe. Allah Hafiz.